Alrighty, in this video, we're going to create our first Livewire component called the home. So to get started, first let's go back to our app layout. And guys, always make sure that you have both the Laravel server and the node server running by running npm run dev and PHP artisan serve. Alright, now let's go back to our app. In the app, let's just reduce the number of count. Let's say count 2 for the messages. And for the matches, let's say count to 3 so we can, reduce the clutter and not distract ourselves. Yes, much better. So now let's go back to our code. In here, we can open a new terminal interface. Here, let's create a new Livewire component. We can type PHP artisan make Livewire home. Click enter. This is going to create our class and our view in this directory. Here with Livewire version 3 now to create the files here in app, Livewire, this one home. This is going to be a full page component. Yeah, so let's go to our routes. So here type Control P or Command P and then go to, go to web. Right, in here, so before we were working with the dashboard, to create our view, but now we're actually going to remove this dashboard completely. Remove that. Here, let's create route. Get, here let's say app, alright, here slash home, inject that, make sure that this is imported here in the top, this one, app, use Livewire, use app Livewire home, and here put 2 full colons and say class. Alright, now for this, let's create a name for this. We're gonna call this one name app. Alright, now after doing that, now if we go back to our browser and then here let's try to say app, it's probably going to give an error. Why? Because now the new Livewire, it changed the default layout path to components layouts.app. So for that, we're gonna change that because we're not using this path. So we have to publish our Livewire configuration. So for that, we can simply go to the new official Livewire website. So it's going to be livewire.laravel.com. It's now a subdomain of the Laravel website. Click enter. When you land here, go to documentation, and then let's go quickly to installation here on the left. Here, we've already installed this. So we're gonna go here, publishing the configuration file. So let's copy this command. Let's go back to our code. In here, let's paste the command here. Alright, now this is gonna publish our Livewire configuration in our config folder. So here, if we go to config, this one, Livewire. Alright, now for this, let's scroll down to here to layout. Now let's change the layout. Let's just remove this components.layout like that. And now if we go back to our website and refresh, now this should work. Now we're actually rendering our component, but you cannot see it now. So let's go back to our home code. Here, let's open the home that we just created. In here, let's just create this. For now, I'm going to remove this later. A height of 1000 pixels, background blue, width full, so blue 500. Alright, and make sure this is 1000, not 100. And now if we go back here, now we can see that we're actually inside this element, but you can't see if it's scrolling or not, which is I don't know. So let's do something like that. In here, alright, here, do this, copy this, but wrap this inside one div. You change this to red. Yeah, so now if we go and refresh, now if I scroll, awesome, now you can see I now have a scrollable element. So our view is working and our home is rendering. So now let's just go to our app, one last thing, and remove the padding here because we don't want a default padding, we want to control the padding ourselves. So here, let's go to our app. Here in the main, where there's slot, remove the padding. That awesome. Now we have a good padding like that. Okay, so now we have to go to our route service provider and change a few things because when we log in next time, we're going to be redirected to the dashboard, which does not exist now. Because if you go to our web, in here, we removed the dashboard. So let's go to our providers in here in the app providers. Let's go to route service provider. In here, change this to app, the home to app, and then since this does not yet exist now, let's go to our here. If we go to our navigation, this one, resources, views, Livewire, layout. In here, you can see we have this route dashboard. The dashboard does not exist now, so let's replace this. Here, just copy this from route, from R to where it says dashboard or just DAS, and then click Shift Command L on Mac. On Windows, I think it should be Shift Control L for multi-select. This is going to select all occurrences of this nature, the route dashboard, and then let's just replace this with app. All right, like that. So yeah, if you go up again, it's going to be the same. Here it's going to be replaced too by app. Right, most of these don't really need the redirect of the app, but let's just leave it like that for now. All right, so yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.